Or to show you do a small haul of some stationery items I got this past week. So I felt like I didn't have enough solid color washi. So I got this pastel washi. And also, so I have a lot of pastel stationery, but I did not have certain colors. I found these on Amazon. These are, I don't know, they're little washi stickers. This one is called Silent Film. This was the main reason that I got that. I feel like I do not have stuff like this in my stash. And the red, I do not have anything red in my stash. I don't know, I think red is one of my least favorite colors, but I do want to start using it in my journaling spreads. So this had, let me see, it had orange. This one is called Street View. White nature stickers. And also I got it for, let me see, this one in particular, it says Night Falls. I do document like the full moon and the new moon sometimes in my journal. So I needed, because this one had like little pictures, and I don't always want to go on Pinterest and find stuff. So I got that. And also I found this book in Barnes and Nobles. It's by the Antiquarian. I'm probably saying that wrong, but this sticker book is called Imaginarium, and it has just the weirdest looking stickers, stuff that I would never, like I would never look at this and just buy this, but sometimes I do want just different stuff in my stash to document different days, especially like sometimes if I'm binge watching horror movies or things like that, I feel like I don't have the right stickers. So this is just a whole book of just, I don't know, just weird looking stickers. Like stuff like this, I wouldn't add it to my stash, but it's perfect for documenting horror movies and things. And it also had these letters, which I probably won't use because they are, I don't know, they're way too big. I won't say I won't use them. Let me see. They are almost the size. Let me show you. This is the size of my journal. So this one sticker would cover an entire page. So that is it. For my little quick haul. So let's get to my spreads for this week. So I'm pretty much caught up in my daily. I only have to do one spread, and I was kind of saving it for those new stickers. And this spread is going to be really simple. I was documenting, where is it? Because I've already cut out all my little pictures. I was documenting a day, you know, one of those days when you just want all of the snacks. Let me see, I know I want to use this. And they also had like this bakery, but I don't think it goes with the vibe. Oh, it has pizza. I do feel like I need something just to maybe ground the page a little bit. Okay, so this page is all done. I love the way this turned out. I feel like I am really getting out of my comfort zone with these colors. So basically, I was just documenting a few days. I think this lasted maybe 2 days. I just went all off my health, like my little health kick, my routines, everything. And my journaling said I felt like I was about to have a PMS meltdown. So I just decided to have a full-on snack attack, have a binge watch session. So I had Joe's Donuts. If you're ever in New Orleans and you like apple fritters, you must try the apple fritters from Joe's Cafe. The apple fritters are like this big and they're deep fried, they're crunchy, they have glaze, like it is everything. I also had McDonald's that day. Oh, and I binge watched this series. This is a really good series. I think I'm going to journal it on my weekly. So before I go to the weekly, let's just do a recap of my week. I won't get into too much detail because I don't know. I think I was just in a mood this week, and that's what I was writing about. This one, I had a lot to say. If I ever do like a full-on flip through, I will explain all of this. So you can kind of see like how this is just out of my ordinary color zone. I love color. I love pink, purples, you know, all the bright colors. But I didn't have anything in my stash to document these types of days. And then the next day, you can tell I was back to my regular, I don't know, my kind of regular color scheme. And I love doing these little collages at the bottom. And then I think this was the last day I left off on. And I just put some stickers, and then I wrote just everything that was kind of on my mind that day. Some days I'm just lost in deep thoughts. I was running errands, doing back to school errands. So I just wrote nail polish, the color pink, deep thoughts. And lately I've been into Carl Jung, especially like his stuff on archetypes. If you love movie series, you should look into archetypes and then go back and watch like your favorite films and try and pick out which archetypes, the characters, you know, who's playing the victim, who's playing the hero. It just, I don't know, you see your favorite stuff from a different angle. So I just put art. I went to the library, I did some reading, shopping. I was reading about psychology, Machiavelli, tea, fashion. It's just a mix, I don't know, just a colorful mix of everything. And that is where I left off. I still have a few days to catch up, but I am going to go to my weekly. Oh, let me show you before I go to my weekly. I have been trying to figure out a way to use these monthly pages. And I started like just putting a little picture of something I watched or listened to that day. I may go back and catch up because I think it'll look really nice at the end of the month. But I've been having a hard time. Like to stay caught up, that means I'll have to print one picture at a time. So I'll see how this works because I really want to find a way to use these pages instead of just using them as scratch swatch pages. So on to my weekly. So this was last week. And I have no idea. I'm not sure what days that I'm covering, so I think I'm just going to skip the days. But first, I want to... So I'll be documenting kind of like 2 days. So the first day I'm documenting... So it's we have like 2 weeks of summer left. So I've been trying to do things with my son. He is going to 7th grade this year. And he's kind of in that in-between stage. He'll be 13 in November. He's in that in-between stage where he kind of wants to hang with me, but I'm not really cool. So it's like, I kind of have to bribe him. I know that's sad, but yes, I do have to bribe him. So we had like a Studio Ghibli / art day. And we went to Five Below and got like all these Japanese and international snacks. And we got this cool little pushing cup. They did have more than one, but of course he was too cool to get his own cup. But he's been trying to drink out of my cup every day. We've been doing strawberry milk, but that day we had bubble tea. So let me see how I want to do this, because this is like a lot of pictures to go on one spread. And I did print the pictures. I printed them in more than one size just to see how everything would fit. And I also printed out this picture of a TV, but I don't know, the sizing wasn't right. All right, so I took one of those little altered mini composition books that I use for my junk journals, and I painted each page a different color and turned it into like a little art journal. But I did this so I could have different color paper to use as backgrounds. For my weekly layout, this week I wanted to try something different. I wanted to try like a grid layout. I've never done just an organized grid layout in my Hobonichi. I've done this technique in other formats or other journals. So I'm just color blocking some squares. I take them off with washi tape and I'm just coloring them in with these acrylic paint markers, and it just gives a format to the page. And I wanted to do this because I wanted to document the movies that I watched this week, and I had a lot of pictures, so it wasn't much room to decorate. And I mentioned I think in one of my daily spreads that I have been into, I've been reading Carl Jung, and I've been into the theory of archetypes. So I really want to start documenting all the books and movies that I watch, so I may go back and do like a separate spread on them. So those first two pictures are my phone games I've been playing. I've been playing these merge games. It's like these kingdom merge games. But the movies I watched, the first one is the Crimson White and the Petal. The Crimson Petal and the White. It's a weird title, but this movie is so good. It's about a prostitute named Sugar who gets her revenge in the end. And then the other movie it's called Those Who Remained, and it's a story about like this 16-year-old girl in I won't give everything away, but it's about people who got left during the Holocaust. The people who got left behind, they didn't go to concentration camps, they didn't go off to war, and this story is just so touching. I guess it's more about the trauma and how people who are going through the same trauma kind of relate to each other. So the girl, she's 16, she forms this slightly inappropriate relationship with this older man, but he then plays like the father figure and kind of adopts her. But they bonded because like everyone is going through something, everyone's taking in children that have been left behind, but they bond because they are the ones who, like, their entire family has kind of left them behind, and that's what they bond around. It's a really good movie, very, I don't know, very emotional, very melodramatic, kind of like a mood I don't know, just if you're in an emotional emo mood movie. So they're so different because the other one is kind of dark, has like a plot twist. So these are, I don't know, two perfect movies. And I may come back and do, like, I watch a lot of other journals. They do like a media spreads or a media journal. I don't think I'll keep a separate media journal, but I may come back and document like a few of these movies and do a whole separate spread. And then the other pictures, one is just a selfie of the week. And I took a picture of some new nail polish. I have been kind of obsessed with nail polish lately. So this is my weekly spread all finished. So I'll just show you, this is my weekly spread and then the separate spread. And I'll show you also the daily spread that I did. So hoping that you are enjoying this Journal with Me series, and stay tuned for more.